The U.S. Commission on Civil Rights released a more than 250-page report detailing the treatment of women in prisons. According to the commission, women in state and federal prisons across the country receive harsher punishments for minor offenses than men. Catherine Lehman is the chair of the U.S. Commission on Civil Rights. She was appointed by the Obama administration in 2016.
Women can be subject to solitary confinement for swearing, which would typically not happen for men. And so that can have psychological impacts. It can impact availability of good time credits that could allow somebody to exit prison sooner.
This report from the U.S. Commission on Civil Rights reinforces a similar report from NPR in 2018, which showed women were disciplined 2 to 3 times more often than men for minor violations of prison rules. Lehman says this disparity in treatment comes in large part from the sheer number of men in prison compared to women. Prisons are not tailoring their policies, programs, or facilities to women, but rather just using what they've already developed for men.
That application of policies designed for men to women can dramatically harm women's experience of incarceration.
Women make up approximately 10% of the U.S. prison population, but the women's prison population has been rapidly rising for the last decade. The rate of growth for female imprisonment has been twice that of men since 1980, and over the last 30 years, the number of incarcerated women increased by more than 750%. Lehman is calling for female prisons to institute gender-specific training and better equip their facilities to handle the health needs of women. Some prisons that have instituted gender-responsive policies have noticed substantial changes in behavior. In Alabama, following a Department of Justice investigation and a landmark consent decree, the state's Department of Corrections instituted a gender-responsive policy. It ultimately saw a 47% decrease in infractions from the previous year.
People return to society from prison, and if what we have taught them is that discrimination is acceptable, that they are not worthy of our government focus and support, then when they return to our communities, they will act on those lessons.